Today's latest top stories from Blue Eye Media. And now from our global friendly partners.
When Proud Boys founder Enrique Tarrio announced, "We're going back," he meant the Capitol, but really it was jail because the Capitol police officers arrested him for assaulting a counter-protester. Judge Shutkin, who had Trump's criminal January 6th case, now has the state's case against Musk. She did not issue a temporary restraining order, but noted that she thinks that the state's case against him is strong. Their case is that he should be appointed by the Constitution because of the amount of power he is wielding. Evidently, this was the most popular sticker at CPAC this week. All brought under this project. This would be a no-go. Even with this conservative Supreme Court, the language in the Constitution is very clear about the 2 terms that a president can only serve. But is this a distraction or yet another reason to make sure you go out and vote? Judge Ho postpones Eric Adams' criminal case indefinitely, but does not grant a dismissal yet, appointing a friend of the court to make arguments informing his decision.
Donald Trump is now being sued by the Associated Press for denying their publication access to cover his presidential events at the White House. In their lawsuit, they cite First Amendment violations, alleging that the Trump administration is denying their publication freedom of the press, freedom to cover his events, which the Trump administration is, in fact, denying them. Now, this comes after last week in which the Trump administration barred the AP from covering his Oval Office meeting in which he was signing executive orders. And the reason the Trump team said they were blocking AP was because the AP continued to refer to the Gulf of Mexico as Gulf of Mexico instead of Gulf of America, even though countries around the world are still referring to it as Gulf of Mexico. So good for the AP for suing the Trump administration. I think if this makes it to court, they will win because they have all the evidence they need to prove that Donald Trump is denying their publication their First Amendment rights. This is the first media company to sue Trump in his second term. Let's hope they win, because this will set a precedent for future lawsuits to come.
Follow Blue Eye Media for exclusive insights and breaking news sources from global-friendly outlets that you won't get from the mainstream TV and radio outlets of America. Learn how to play the flute of the globe and learn the real truth.